Dope man, it's poppin', can't keep it on the low. Dope man, I'm connected, so come and get the dope.
Yeah, what's up though? It's your boy Kurt Slokes. This is the Dope Man Show right here on SacktownRadio.com. Tonight we got a special guest, none other than the Bay Area rap legend, Frisco legend, JT the BIGGA FIGGA.
This
what's
is
up,
a Dope
boy?
Man Show exclusive.
What's up with it, man? Out here in this A-Town, loving it, representing this Bay Area, you know what I mean, all the way to the fullest, bringing it with me wherever I go. Happy to be on the air with y'all.
For sure. So, what's JT got going on? New music, new albums? What's the word with it?
Man, I'm still pushing me and Gucci Man album. We got Film on Atlanta 3. That's a little project we put together, and you know, he locked up right now, so I'm gonna shout my boy out, Goose, you know what I mean, free the homie Goo out. But out here in the A-Town, though, you know, I'm doing pretty good with it, doing shows and just promoting, you know what I mean, keeping this shit lit. I'm working on my solo project right now, Sig Panamera, you know what I mean? Sig Panamera name I got when I copped that Panamera. The young homies start calling me Sig Panamera, so I ran with it. And I'm keeping it lit, man, you know? Working on another little film out here, too, called The Trap. Me and all the A-Town boys, you know what I mean? So, be looking for that, probably coming out sometime in the end of December, early January. A movie we shot out here in all the hoods, so that, you know, they can see my acting skills, see my directing skills. My homie Parlay, that used to be on Jermaine Dupri label, he wrote the script, so I play a main character in that thing with him. And, you know, still cooking up magazines too, mandatory business. Can't leave that out. The new edition ain't gonna be out though to the end of December. So, just trying to keep the people tuned in to this underground, independent Bay Area film on shit that they've come to love. And you know what I mean? I'm one of them guys, man, that's gonna hold the flag up real high for the team.
Right on. You've been doing that. Salute 100. About this Bay Area scene right now, this Bay Area rap scene, how you feeling about that?
Well, I'm proud of the homie Sage, the Gemini, and I Am Sue. I ain't really, you know, I wasn't around when they was putting their work in, but, you know, I'm seeing they work from way out here, so that's something that, you know, they got the Batman signal up, you feel me, for the Bay Area right now. You know what I mean? The new generation. I support the whole Young California movement that's going on, DJ Amen and them, you know, whatever they cooking up for the young homies to have a platform to get on their feet. All the little beef and shit that's going on, you know, that shit ain't really no beef. We all got disagreements. We all got opinions about how different motherfuckers moving and shit. But that shit definitely ain't adding no money to the pot. You know what I mean? But I'm with the bullshit too, though. I got my eyes on the few characters, you know what I mean? But most importantly, though, about this Bay Area scene, we got a whole other platform out here in this A-Town where all the money getting made at. I moved out here 3 years ago, 3 years and 4 months. So I've been out here by myself. I learned it from E40 and Two Show. They both came out here to get some fresh breath and got their, you know what I mean, their kickstart back off again. So I figured, you know what I mean, Vallejo did it, Oakland did it, now Frisco out here. And it's live as fuck out here, but it ain't nothing like home. If a nigga can't go back to the Bay and can't go back to your projects in your hood, then you really ain't worth shit. So I'm on my way back to the house, but I wasn't coming back without no trophy. So I'm just about wrapping up this trophy. And this present I'm finna come home with for the team, you know what I mean? But the Bay Area scene, though, man, it's like, shit, I'm seeing everybody doing shows. I'm seeing everybody still trying to make something happen. So, you know, we still got life, man. We still got life. But when the young homie says the Gemini just go for that million, you know, we out here, they playing that Red Nose about 5 times a day out here in the A on all 3 stations. You gonna hear that Red Nose playing, so that make me feel real proud that one of the young homies from back home tearing their ass up out this way.
Right on. And who would JT want to work with right now that's coming out the Bay? Older cats or the newer cats? Who would you really want to, like, get in the forefront with and put your stamp on?
Man, to be honest with you, I really want to work with the unknowns. The guys that don't nobody know yet. The dude that's got a notepad, you know, full of raps. The young homie that got his beats he been working on and ain't got a chance to shine yet. That's who I'm really gonna tap in with, the unknowns, man. Cause you know I'm a teacher in the game. I'm a provider. I launch careers, so I know we got some undiscovered diamonds in the rough out there in the Bay, man. So when I get home, I'm gonna be looking for the unknowns. I ain't looking for nobody known already. I'm coming to get all the unknowns, cause I got a platform for them. So that's probably, you know, where my heart really at. But I salute everybody who's still doing what they doing. All my peers, you know, the Queens, the Black Seas, the E40s, the Rapid Fortes, the Selskis, you know what I mean? All the guys that laid that foundation that I was part of. You know what I mean? I'm still saluting my guys, but it's all about the up and comers. You know what I mean? So as far as superstars, there ain't no superstars I want to work with. I'm a superstar. That's how I'm looking at it. I ain't on nobody jack, man. I'm on this Steve Panamera shit right now.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Straight up.
You spoke on the beefs in the Bay earlier. I mean, we all, you know what I'm saying, the whole internet world, we done heard you go in on a few people, especially one particular. We got heard you go in real tough on Messy Marv. You want to go in and touch on that or what?
Well, you know, Mess, man, he's really since he's really denounced the Bay, that's the whole touchdown right there. He wasn't cut from our cloth. You can't denounce nothing that made you. You know what I mean? Like there's no way in the world I could denounce anything that ever the team back home, Fillmore, San Francisco, Hunters Point, Sunnydale, Lakeview, Potrero Hill, Oakland, East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland, South Richmond, North Richmond, Central Richmond. These are the places that gave me life. Mission Street, Excelsior. You know what I mean? My homeboys down there in San Ho. I can't never turn my back. I've been gone 3.5 years for shit. Ain't nothing like home. And that dude right there, he's just a fake in the fraud, man. You know, he's a good rapper, but the good rapping is going out the window. You ain't got no base to stand on. You can't claim no blood shit, none of them blood. All these blood niggas out here was looking for him. Out here in this Atlanta town, it ain't nothing but blood's majority. At least 80%, 20% Crips, you know? But me and Les had a real issue, and really all I wanted was an apology or a one-on-one. He didn't want to give me no apology, he didn't want to give me no one-on-one. So I was like, fuck it. I see you when I see you. But a couple people put his address out there, so I go knock on the door. You know what I mean? They say he moved out. And sure enough, I seen him on Twitter talking about, yeah, I'm getting out of Georgia. But now he down there in Miami, and he ain't in Miami. I ain't gonna say where he at, but he in another city that's a little ways up northern from Miami. And, you know, we don't see each other, man. You know what I mean? But he's a fake in the farm, man. I can't give that nigga no boost. I can't give him no pat on the back. None of that shit. I support Young Filthy. That's my young partner. You know what I mean? We ain't really had a whole lot of interaction. But, you know, when he stood up to really say what he had to say, I was like, shit, man, he's a real youngster. Even though he interacted with Mess, you know, but he spoke his mind, so I salute him for keeping it 100. But all this old fake ass shit that's going on in the industry with all these lies, and the motherfucker know he didn't make a police report, but then when he really realized that snitching, then he retracted, talking about, oh man, the lawyer said it on his own and all that. So, you know, I can't really get a boy no props, man. He's not really no factor, man. He really just showed he's a poodle by running his ass back to wherever the fuck he was at, and he can't come home. So that's my touchdown right there. He can't come to 80th Street, but I can walk down 80th Street. I can go to KO's, hang out. OCP, hang out. Mac Block, YBG, hang out. Central Street, hang out. West Side, hang out. And he got his flunkies, you know what I mean, that supposed to be from the Mo, acting like they got something to do, acting like they gonna come against me in some kind of way. But niggas too broke to fuck with me, man. Niggas ain't international. I'm an international type guy. You know what I mean? I move around too heavy, like, and when I come to town, I slide through. And, you know, my hood love me. My hood don't hate me. My hood love me. So, I'm really winning already. You know what I mean? It's touchdown city on Fig shot, man. It's all about hustling and grinding and taking this shit to the next level. But one thing I do want to say, since I'm doing this interview, I will not promote nothing that's going to divide Fillmore up any further than what it is. We losing homeboys out there. They dying left and right from misguided information. Motherfuckers ain't having a chance to grow and spread their wings. They too caught up in all the shit that's going on. And I just think that for the real shit, I'm not doing no diss records and all that. I ain't gonna lie, I might have 1 or 2 more left, but I'm not gonna make no albums and no shit like that.
Yeah.
I got some shit though. I'm gonna light a motherfucker ass up real quick. It's just, you know, my beefing about money. My beefing gonna be putting some money in my pocket. He messed with, and we gonna put this on the record too. Messed and signed some shit with a motherfucker, and he don't know I bought the contract. So I'm waiting for Mess to put out any music right now. I'm finna eat like a fat cat. As soon as it hit the wire, I'm gonna eat like a fat cat. So IDC and all them, they didn't got the call already. We just waiting on the music. Mess done fucked up. When you beefing, it's like you gotta know who you beefing with. Don't just be beefing and saying anything. Oh man, fuck this nigga, this and all that. No, Steve one of them smart niggas. I'm an OG nigga. You know what I mean? I just turned 40 a few days ago, so I'm officially in my 40s now. It's 20 years of this rap shit. You feel me? I feel like a 20-year-old though right now, running laps around these niggas, because they can't do what I do. It's only one JT. And I thank God for the opportunity. I'm taking care of my family. I got all my children with me. I'm paying for their shit. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of mine. I'm looking out for my community. I'm out here in Atlanta right now, on the west side of Atlanta. For any nigga want to look for me, come to West Side, Zone 1, Dixie Hill to be exact, Bankhead. That's where you'll find Figga. Pushing.
Right. Salute to that. Straight up. GLP. Is there gonna be another album ever?
You know what? I think if I do all the beats, then I think we'll have a chance to do it. I talked to Demo, I talked to Queen, and they both was real positive about it. I know I'm down here, so most likely I might have to come back out there to do it. But you know, I think it'd be a good thing the fans will want to see. One thing that even if we don't record a new album, one thing I do want to do is tour with the album that we got though, and go ahead and put the word out. And go ahead and get us booked on some spots. We starting at 7,500, 10,000. You get all 3 of the GLP originals, and we're gonna show up to all these different cities that ain't had a chance to see us show up. And that's something that I would like to do though for all our fans, because next year be 20-year anniversary for us. We came out. What day did we come out? We came out April 18th. April 18th, 1994. So April 18th next year will be 20 years when we drop that GLP straight out the lab. Produced by myself, JT the Bigga Figga, at Sister Pearl, Mama Pearl House on McAllister Street. Me, Demo, Seven Queen, Oblo, Bush Mo. And let me see who else was on that thing. Player P. But primarily, San Quinn, Demo, and JT. Definitely gonna have to do something about that though, because too many people keep asking me about it. And salute to the homie Quinn for keeping that shit lit. You know what I mean? He definitely was our star. You know what I mean? And Demo, he out in Vegas, cooking up, trying to put his pieces together. You know what I mean? Doing his thing. But yeah, the GLP, man, I think we might have to do at least one more. As long as I make the beat, it'll be authentic. First up.
Yeah, that's right. That's good to hear. 20 years, yeah, definitely the people want to hear something from the GLP. Definitely.
Nah, real talk.
Yeah, this new Bay, JT approves it. Where do you see it going in the future? Do you see it going into like super find a superstar out of it, or like everybody just still bubbling, trying to find somebody until the next one gets picked? Or as far as the industry,
you know what I see? This what I see. Just from the results of, if you want to talk about major signings in the last 2, 3, 4 years, it would have to be Cray Shine, and I'm only gonna give her credit because she definitely got signed, fucking with the town. You know what I mean? And she scoped that ticket, which was a beautiful thing. I don't know what Love Rance got, but I know he was part of that HBK gang, you know what I mean, which gave birth to Save the Gemini. And I'm pretty sure I Am Sue could have been signed, but he probably just waiting for the right situation. So what I see is that the signings and the maneuvering is going to have to expand outside of the Bay Area, because that has been our curse for a long time. That the Bay always just be happy with getting played right there on KMEL and just stay right there in the vicinity. You know, I'm happy to see the Bay more interacting with Los Angeles, the whole LA, San Diego. So shout out to the whole LA compound, the whole San Diego compound, the Fresnos, you know, the Bakersfields. It's expanding, you know what I mean? There's unity within our coast right now. So I definitely like that part right there. But just getting outside of California, man, if I'd known it was this big out here in this southern marketplace like this, when my little brother Zaytoven moved out here 12 years ago, I would have came, because he's been telling me to come, but I only come and visit for the weekend and stuff. But when you get to get in other places, these people love us in these different cities, man. And you got to get out the Bay. So I see the Bay expanding and taking advantage of of all the work that we put in already, to be able to go to a Memphis, Tennessee, or a Kansas City, or come to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or come to, you know, Huntsville, Alabama. You know, it's places that's out here that the Bay is not capitalizing on. And they playing our music out here. The radio play your music out here in the Bay. There's so many politics. If you ain't going through one or two people, you're not going to get on. And it's really a sad thing. But what I do love about the Bay, I can't lie, you still can sell CDs in the store for $12. Boy, out here in the South, boy, they selling these CDs for $3, man. But you selling them at the gas station, at the barber shop, at the beauty shop. You got dudes that got their own record stores, and it ain't none but mixtapes in there, but they buy from the person who's selling them for $1. So I'm like, damn, the wholesale price is $1, and they selling them for $3. It is terrible on the CD side, but it's about 100 clubs in this one Atlanta area. That's how come all of the music that you hear from Atlanta get played back there at home in California, because the influence, all these clubs and all these damn colleges, they partying. Like right now it's Sunday, it's 9:30. The party don't start till about midnight, and it don't end till about 4, 5 in the morning. And they playing this motherfucking music all night long, you know what I mean? And if you got 2,000 motherfuckers at this club, 1,500 at that club, it's a Sunday night. It's 700 at this club, 500 at this club. These motherfuckers partying all week long. And I'm like, damn, that's how come this shit pop out here, then it spread back home. You know what I mean? So it's like I had to learn. You know what I mean? I came out here and experienced some other shit. But I recognize that when you bring your Bay game on the road, you got a lot more elbow room. If shit ain't going right for all my comrades at home, man, take that trip on down to the South, man. Come get some of this South money. They bookings be starting at 1,000, 1,500, 2,500. But boy, once you catch a little song like Save the Gemini, you can come get 10,000 out here right now, show. Up to 15. You know, all the major stations playing, they playing the fuck out that shit. They love the Bay sound. Now I see the boys out here is emulating that Bay sound. So it make me feel like, boy, I better get on my beat game again, because boy, they sound like the beats I used to make. All this shit sound like the JT shit from 94. The San Quinn, the Demo, the GLP, all that shit. Them beats sound like my beats from back then.
I was going to touch on that right now. As far as the bass sound, we got to, right now, it's hard to really tell who's who from where. Like, from back in the 90s, you knew San Quinn, JT, the GLP, you knew that sound. You knew that Oakland sound. All the other regions, you could tell the difference. Now, everybody sounds like everybody, or they're trying to sound like who's popping right now. Do you think that's the way to go to get on, or should they take it to be themselves?
Well, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, for example, Jeezy and Yo Gotti. Their main singles right now sound like they coming up out that bag. So out here, that sound, you got people that's trying to tap into that same type of sound. I mean, it's really no different than the trap music. Trap music, really, the trap music just probably a little slower, and it's just a little bit more 808s. But our sound is bass lines. When you hear a bass line, that comes from that West Coast. Dr. Dre then with them bass lines, and then we adopted it, and then I start emulating it. Because 92 era was, if you listen to RBL Posse, it was samples. RBL Posse. You know what I mean? That was one of the groundbreaking CDs, the lesson to be learned. But right in that same year, Biz Markie and what's the other dude's name? Rob Bass. It was Rob Bass and Biz Markie. They hit the news that them dudes sample all them goddamn samples, but they didn't own none of them goddamn samples. And they got sued, and both the records went platinum, but they didn't get none of the money. So then by that time, I said, fuck it. At the end of 92, when I did Don't Stop Till We Major, if you listen to Don't Stop Till We Major, you don't hear no samples. That was the beginning of me saying, shit, I'm going to try to play my own bass line. I'm going to make a sound and try to make it sound cool. You know, it ain't an old record, which that's what we was accustomed to. But by 93, Players in the Game Recognized Game, all that whole album was all remakes, replay. So they called it interpolation. So interpolation means you can hear a beat and play it. You don't got to be the same thing. You just put your own twist, but you play it with your own synthetic sounds, bass lines and shit. So that whole formula of what we was doing back then, it just made a full circle. You know what I mean? It's 20 years later, the new generation don't really know about that old shit. You know what I mean? They just know about what's going on now. But I'm glad and thankful that, my skill set comes from that whole pattern of creating it from scratch. And, it's an important time right now. It's a time for people to take advantage of the game. It's harder to get in the game, but it's easier at the same time because you got a lot of outlets, a lot of avenues. You got to work your networking skills to get to the money. If you ain't working your networking skills, you're going to be ass out. You can't be on no island. Like Mess stupid. He on the island right now. I'm the nigga, I'm the man. But you on the island. You can't, how you gonna network with the bosses? How you gonna network with the streets? You can't come to the streets. You can't get off your island. It's too dangerous. There's too many sharks swimming around that thing. Waiting. You feel me? So you all this beef and this shit is for the birds, man. If it's really a problem, man, let's get this shit out the way, resolve it, and move on. Either we're gonna work or we ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And that goes for the young homies. They don't follow in this sucker footprints, man. Don't follow this sucker path, you feel me, with this bullshit and thinking that shit cool. That shit ain't cool, man. If you don't want to be able to can't go do no show, your first day on your tour, you get beat up and robbed. You don't want no shit like that. I don't want that for myself. You feel me? When I come, I'm coming with the goons. I'm not going bolo. We gonna have something ready for a nigga when we move wherever we gotta go. Because that's the smart thing to do. Defense, but come with respect. Don't come with trying to rob no nigga for no show money, and then you can't go back to that city. Come with the best raps you could come with. Come with the best beats you could come with. Fuck signing to a contract, and you ain't gonna never see no money. Press your shit up yourself. That's what I love about the Bay. Niggas still pressing up CDs and going to Rasputin's and Dimples and shit like that. Boy, I've been hearing about a few young homies been eating out here, and boy, I've been making me proud. But one thing I do want to put out on the line, though, any one of y'all who got your music, fuck everybody, bro. Go to TuneCore. If you can't get no deal, go put your shit out on TuneCore and pay that little $20, that $40. Load your album up and get all the money. You feel me? And work your social network and make people aware of your music. Because right now, just spending money on this music and you ain't getting the money back, it's going to make you just want to go rob a nigga, sell some dope, tip a bitch, or quit the game and go get a job. And then that's going to look real bad. Like, fuck, man, I got to go get a job. Nah, nigga, learn the game, bruh. Learn the game. Pay attention. And ask questions. You know what I mean?
Sir. All right, I think about to end this right here with JT, Bay Area legend, Frisco, salute. Go ahead, tell the people where they could get a hold of you at. Instagrams, Twitters, Facebooks.
Find me on Instagram, though, because that's about the crackinest and the easiest way to find me is JT the BIGGA FIGGA. You know what I mean, on Instagram. And mandatorybusiness.com. You feel me? That's my website right there. And shit, most likely, though, in most places you're going to see me out in the streets. You know what I mean? But salute to all the people, though, that have been supporting my campaign for all these 20 years. You know what I mean? I thank God for y'all, for giving me the inspiration, the motivation, and the dedication. You know what I mean? When I get off track, my people let me know, Fig, you off track. Get back on track, man. Stick to what you're doing best. But I can't forget Sacktown Radio for this opportunity to breathe on y'all. You know what I mean? Much love.
Right on. Salute, and we out.